up with it. They've just given up. There we go again. Kenny? Well. Just waiting for a few more to join us. What can I say, Kenny?
Oh, you little faith, eh?
I
Oh, you little faith.
I can't believe it this morning. Surely this is not going to happen. David Luiz.
Well, the thing about it is that he has agreed to move for Arsenal. He has agreed to move. He's got the same agent as Edu.
Yeah.
Unai Emery's been talked into it by Edu, because I think this conundrum at Chelsea is that players like, he's behind pecking order apparently to players like Rudiger. Like I said, there's Rudiger. There's there's like a Danish player as well. So that's one of the things. He's not Frank Lampard's first choice. And that's why it's highly likely. Another thing as well, Arsenal must have offered the 2 moves. Definitely offered the 2 moves to get him over. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why, in my opinion, it's probably going to happen. The player wants it to happen. Arsenal want it to happen.
Yeah.
All they've got to do is just discuss the medical. I know it's very unusual because he's 32 years old, but needs must. I'm not exactly jumping up and down that we're getting him, but
what will he give us, though? Because I just.
Well, one thing he'll give us.
All I can see is that accident's waiting to happen.
Yeah, one thing that David will give us is distribution. In terms of from the back, he's one of the best long passers in English football, in the Premiership, and that's just, you can't dispute that. Another thing as well, he's good at set pieces. Yeah. In terms of from an attacking point of view, and obviously you've got the situation with free kicks as well. So in terms of assisting us, you can't ignore those strengths. In terms of defence, he's got experience. He plays for his national side, Brazil. And he's played in major tournaments for them, and he's won a lot with Chelsea. Can't knock it. League titles, Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues, FA Cups, League Cups. He is a big game player. Yeah. And I think what Arsenal will need, maybe for a temporary basis, is a big game player. My only sort of reservations is that hopefully what he brings to Session. I want him to bring a winning mentality. Now, obviously we bought Petr Cech from Chelsea to do that. We had William Gallas, and I just felt that they got submerged by the negativity that surrounding Arsenal Football Club, especially with Petr Cech when he came in 2015. And I felt with William Gallas, he did his best. He did try to be a leader, but I thought that he had man management issues with a lot of the young players at the club at the time. People like Fabregas, Nasri's, and obviously there was a situation at Birmingham as well. When he basically sat in his stall after the match, and he didn't go after Galclichy made a mistake. And I think what happened is that he kind of lost the players, and a lot of our ex-players turned against him as well. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be like Marmite with our fans.
Well, he definitely is Marmite, but the fact of the matter is that all bets are off when it comes to Sodran McScaffrey for a lot of Arsenal fans. A lot of Arsenal fans have decided that they do not want him at the club, and if he does stay at the club, they're going to force him out. And that's without. I'm just getting something from more information on David Luiz thing. So I'm still listening to you anyway. But as I'm saying before, it was one of those things that, like I said, was an accident waiting to happen. Arsenal fans will force that man out.
No one's really confirmed. Good morning, Claude and Kenny from Los Angeles.
How you doing in LA? Lovely. I wish I was out there with you.
Yeah.
I bet the weather's beautiful there.
Happy with Arsenal now. Do you know Lawrence?
No, not at all. He's right.
Nice guy. He used to live in Barnet, I think.
Barnet?
Near Cockfosters, I think. He was brought up there, and then he had to go to the US to find work. Is that right? But if I got that right,
yeah. So basically, basically, what's happened is I looked at
proper old school fan. Yeah.
Back to the David Luiz situation. I'm hearing from our good friend Tony Rolfe. I know Tony, you're watching this, mate. Giving you a bit of a plug, but from what Tony Rolfe says, he says it's that He's angry about the situation.
He's angry. I thought.
No, he's angry at the situation. He doesn't understand why he's going on. So I think what's happened is that over the years, players who are dissatisfied for Chelsea have always wanted to stay in London, and Arsenal's always been like a home for them. You know, Gallas. You had Ben Ayew went from Chelsea to us, and you obviously you had Patrick Cech, and now we have David Luiz. He's saying that Rudiger, Zuma, Christensen's the guy that didn't make David's player, and Tomori, who was at Derby last year, they're apparently they're in front of him in terms of selections.
Yeah.
So that's probably why David is looking to sort of move sideways moves, and he actually wants to stay in Arsenal.
Well,
at Tuesday, so that's probably
also
what we're trying
Lampard
to
has told him he's no longer.
Well, I think there was once time at Chelsea. You know, sorry, I know Chelsea fans watching it. Then there was certain problems with the senior players in VS Boas, and players like David Luiz was very much in the VS Boas camp. And there was a quote by David Luiz where he said, and I quote, "There are no brothers and sisters in football here.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to toe the line, and Frank Lampard must obey Andre Villas-Boas." Now, whether he said that or not, it has to be a situation where now Frank Lampard's his manager, David Luiz has made that quote. It's clear that if he's made that quote publicly, even though we're talking about 7 years down the line,
Let's make this clear. It's just speculation at the moment. There's no real confirmation.
Well, the Daily Mirror says there was a row between himself and Frank. But you know, we never know.
This could be a smokescreen. We could be going after someone completely different.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, Darren Lewis is someone who I'm very matey with.
Oh, you know Darren Lewis?
Very, very well, because I did a show with Darren Lewis 7 years ago for Euro 2012.
I don't think he likes me.
No, me, Darren Lewis were doing it. There was Louis Rossonio, the ex-player, and there was other players like Laurie Sanchez, Nigel Spatman, Gordon Watson, all of us were there, and we worked very well together. And Darren Lewis is a very reliable football journalist, especially he covers Spurs matches, but he knows a lot about the ins and outs of transfer.
BBC Ornstein, but he's no longer with the BBC, is he?
Don't believe what you see. I don't know whether he is or not. I know they're coming out of contract, but the fact of the matter is that Ornstein got very unlucky because his source of information, i.e. Casillas, left the football club.
I'm a Man United fan, but love watching AT and your streams, Paul. Thank you very much. Hybrid boy, Kiwi happy for man. David Luiz gets exposed in the back four. Yeah, that's a good point.
I hear what you're saying, but we're going to have to play a back four because the simple reason is that if we do, we can't go back to a back five. For the fact of the matter is that we are inviting pressure onto us.
Could also play half, couldn't he?
He could do, but you've signed him as a defender, haven't you? Yeah. And needs us for a centre half. So
I think he'll bring a winning mentality. He'll bring a bit of leadership as well, which we're lacking. But he is a bit of a character.
I think what's happened is
that he does make some silly errors.
He does, but what Arsenal player doesn't.
What he is good, and what I will say is he's very good on the ball, isn't he? He's a very good passer.
Well, that's the thing with a lot of defenders. Like when
free kicks.
Well, yeah, but when big clubs buy defenders, they buy defenders not just because of the fact they can defend. It's because they want to. It's because of what they can do with the ball. I.e., they're good on the ball, they're good on attack, and they have a bit more than them. And that's probably why players like Harry Maguire may not have gone for Harry Maguire because he's good on the ball as well as being a good defender. Like we haven't gone for Lewis Dunk, but maybe Unai Emery or people at Arsenal think, well, he's good at clearing the ball. He's good at sight as and making tackles. But what is he like on the ball? And I think that's what counts against a lot of players when they do go to the big clubs like the Arsenals, the Man Cities now, a big club now, or Chelsea's. Is what are they like on the ball? And I think you have to be. I suppose if you're to play for a big club, you have a bit more about your game, other than being the stopper. Although Arsenal Football Club, we need a stopper. We've got enough players to go.
He says, I'm from Cockfosters originally.
Cockfosters, not too far from where I am at the moment. That's EM4. Yeah. So you got one side of Cockfosters, one side is EM4. The top of EM4 is Cockfosters. Yeah, and then the bottom side is New Barnet, which leads into East Barnet. So we're virtually neighbours, mate.
Yeah. Oh well, you were neighbours, but anyway, it's
Dave. Lawrence is not an American. He's,
No,
he's a Cockney.
I know he is,
and
but he's had to go out there for work.
Of course he has. And
I think he's coming over before. If you're coming over, Lawrence,
well, come
have a
say
drink.
hello, mate.
We'll have a drink in the Pens, yeah, together, yeah. If you're coming over this season at all, you know, let me know and we'll have a good drink. Me and you.
Cool,
I know he's big friends with. What's it?
Mike.
Russ. No, Russ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, Russ, Russ.
Yeah.
Russ, yeah. We'd love to see Russ. Russ, if you're watching, good to see you, mate. Thanks, mate. You haven't mentioned Kieran Tierney.
Oh, sorry, Ryan, have a look. Sorry, it's just that we're talking then. Hi, Liam. How are you? Hi,
That's
that
Lara.
Kamani. Saunders, I think I've had one too many. I heard we signed David Luiz. Steve K, I think I know. Steve is from Twitter, I'm sure. Ken, that's gone. But I think that's the Steve on Twitter, isn't it? Steve K.
In Cronkey we trust. Well, you're right, mate. You're right, because the fact of the matter is that all the plans are in action. All of the protests.
Who would you have? Aguero or Lacazette? I think I know the answer to that.
Aguero, because he's the best striker in the country.
Exactly.
Simple.
Yeah.
You know.
Fellow Arsenal Times on Twitter. Iwobi, what do you think about Iwobi going to Everton possibly for 40 million?
And it's not going to happen. Unai Emery thinks a lot about. He thinks a lot of Alex.
Yeah.
And for simple reasons, Alex is like a sponge for Unai. For instance, and he's Unai's favourite player. Like. If Unai asks Alex to do a job for him, Alex would do it for him. It may not excite the fans, but Alex is very much one of Unai's probably big successes.
Someone said, is Kenny now happy with the chairman?
I was never dissatisfied with him. I never went in the protest, mate. Because you have to speak to people like other fans, but I always back the chairman because you know, like I said, I'm well versed in football finance.
The mophead doesn't think, you know, the mophead.
I'm not going to give him any like I said, any kudos as well. He's bagged me, he's bagged you, he's bagged Lee,
terrible.
He's bagged a lot of people, and if I react to him, he's gonna bag me as well, which he's done already. So I'm not going to give him any
Jack
kudos.
the Plug was out here in the last Sunday watching. Jack the Plug was out in America. Oh right. Lawrence, I saw that, Lawrence.
Jack's a good lad.
Steve K, Eddie to Leeds. Yeah, what do you think of that? I'm not happy about that.
We say, well, yeah, but he has to get first team football. You can't. He's ready. As far as he's concerned, he's had a good pre-season. He's ready for first team action. So if he's not going to get it at Arsenal, and he's going to loan.
Confirmed, apparently.
We don't know it's confirmed. I know it's
the Luiz one. The Luiz is it been? Someone said he signed a 2-year deal.
Well, no. I think what's happening, it still has to be ratified. The paperwork still has to go to the Premier League. So it's happening, but we don't know what's happening. I think, Claude. I think you're going to be around. I think you're going to spend a lot of time around the Emirates today.
Yeah.
I think you'll be quite. It'll be very churlish of you not to do that, because I think there's going to be a lot of action there.
Yeah. Well, also, what was I say? Funny you should say that about. Well, was my? Coming on to that. Tierney. What about that deal, Kieran Tierney? Yeah.
Always going to happen.
Yeah.
The only stumbling points is the fact of the matter is that.
Apparently he's not 8 weeks out. Apparently he's quite close.
It's very close, but I think the Tierney situation was caused by the fact that Celtic objected, and rightly so, to our clause of if Arsenal gets to the Champions League, you'll get more money. And they're thinking, well, hang on here. Why? That's not what we agreed, and they're right to do that. They're in their rights to say, well, hang on here. They could say two things. Well, hang on here. There's no guarantees you're going to get the Champions League. You haven't been there for 3 years. Two, a big club like yourselves should not be bullying us by saying, hey, let's put some add-ons in here where we've agreed a £25 million deal and you're not giving us 25 million.
I don't think we're losing. I mean, to be honest with you, I know Luiz can be clumsy.
There'll be no testimonial for Cristiano, by the way, mate. I saw that one there.
I know he can be clumsy at times, but for £8 million, I suppose you might as well have a go and see what happens.
Who's that with?
Luiz.
Yeah, David Luiz. But I know there's a question about Mustafi as well. I mean, rumours about that Mustafi is that he could leave the club permanently or go on loan. I'm I'm assuming that if
NCFC wants to know how do you think his team Norwich will get on at Anfield tomorrow.
well, they're going to be. I think.
Mind you, this is not a bad time to play Liverpool.
No, I
a
saw
lot
it.
of players have just come back from.
Yeah, but I hear you.
African
But I
nations.
saw enough in the Community Shield to not tell you now Liverpool are going to be very strong. And I
Yeah.
think what Norwich have to do when they do go to Anfield is they're going to have to. There's going to be a time where they're going to have to make themselves difficult to beat, but they've got to be adventurous as well. And they can't concede an early goal. If they concede early, it's game over for me, because Liverpool will run right. One thing Norwich have to do is silence the crowd at Anfield. And make themselves. The other day they've got to realise that it's a massive jump from the Championship to the Premiership, and they'll find that out tomorrow.
Yeah. If Mustafi's leave, we need another centre back. Yeah.
Well, that's why we're getting David Luiz.
Anyone. Great video, lads. See you later. Says Curtis. Yeah, see you later.
See you later,
Curtis.
mate.
I'll be joining Curtis. For,
Is that Curtis Shaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Curtis Shaw?
He's on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, you know. Getting rid of the practice is the best thing what's happened to our club. I couldn't agree more.
Definitely, I think his time was up. Ivan's time was up.
Luiz is confirmed.
Oh, it's
apparently.
confirmed.
I don't know if that's.
Well,
only going on hearsay.
Well, the only person who's going to find that out is Claude when he goes to.
Yeah, I'll find out.
I just want to tell you that Claude doesn't know this, but Claude is going to be at the Emirates between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock doing some streams.
Well,
so, like I said,
I might be on someone else's stream later.
it might be on someone else's stream. So, like I said, look out for that on his channel. I'm like your secretary trying to get you work on, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll definitely be back tonight for a roundup of the whole transfer deadline. To be honest with Kenny, I'm glad it's coming to an end. I'm sick of it. All summer you get all these bullshitters on Twitter, on social media. Oh, this is that.
Yeah, but I'm not too funny, right? You've got to realise.
None of them know what it's going really.
You've got to remember one thing, right?
Just get them out of the way.
Yeah, but you say that between June and August, there's no football to report on. There's actually nothing to work. So you have to.
So people make stories though.
I don't think they make stories up. The fact of the matter is that people leak things. People will leak. The fact of the matter is that players are available and people are going to have opinions, i.e. to say, well, you know what? What do you think of this player? Do you think this guy's going to fit in our team? And that's what happens. There are going to be some people who will hear a rumour from another person who will spread that rumour, and then that rumour gets legs. And you know what happens when you get your stories out? The first person to get the rumour out is the first one to be believed. You know what I mean?
BBC is apparently breaking. Can you see it on your?
What's it now? What's that?
BBC have broken that. I don't know.
Let's have BBC. Let's just go on Twitter, innit? But yeah, there's
He ain't got far to come across London, has he? So.
Well, that's the thing. One of the things that attract Arsenal fans is that Chelsea players, when they do our surplus requirements, is there's always Arsenal to fall back on. Back in the day, it used to be Tottenham they used to fall back on. I'm not hearing anything on my Twitter, but this is people are right. This is no, it's not. It's still not. I'm not getting any live news. Yeah, this is Ross, a mate of mine. He's a Tottenham fan. He's not told me anything as well.
No.
Yeah, because I think he's talking about he's laughing at us. He goes, who had the better transfer in here, Tottenham Hotspur or Arsenal?
Breaking. What's that breaking on Sky?
It's breaking news. That's 11 hours ago. This 1 hour ago. So 1 hour ago. So 1 hour, not 1 hour ago.
Oh, so far nothing.
I'll tell you one thing. Let me just go on the BBC. Let's get on the BBC Sport. BBC Sport News.
I think a few people are just throwing jokes in it now. Wayne Rooney on loan.
You know what's happening, right? I think what's
All
happening is...
that, didn't they, on the last day?
No, it's not that. What it is that people need to realise, right, this is it. Transfer deadline league. According to BBC, Arsenal, breaking news, agree £8 million deal for Chelsea defender David Luiz. Arsenal have agreed an £8 million deal. That was last night's news anyway, but this is what he said. He is going to sign a 2-year contract. That was after Laurent Koscielny left us on Tuesday, so he's a replacement for Laurent. I'm assuming with Laurent leaving, he's going to go straight into the side, alongside Socrates. So that's probably going to give us a situation where we're going to give Rob more time to get back from his injury, and then it's going to be whoever plays alongside David. It's going to be.
I think Zaha's
Socrates.
not going to happen because I think he's probably going to go.
I think there's no talk about that. I can't see that happening now. He has handed the transfer request. Everton probably have agreed personal terms with him like we did.
I think Iwobi was used as.
I'm sorry, people who are not fans of Iwobi. Iwobi's going nowhere, lads and girls. The fact of the matter is that there's a good. Alex Iwobi's got all the ingredients to be a very good footballer. Yeah. Now, people may not like what I'm saying, but what do you want from a good footballer? Dribbling ability. Alex has got that. Pace. Alex. Like I said, the ability to create chances. What Alex is getting at. All Alex needs is belief in himself, and I think that's one of the things that Alex needs. Unai believes in him, but does Alex believe that he can become a big banging player? And unless Alex believes that, we're not going to see the performances we'll be seeing from Alex. But I personally believe that this season is actually great for Alex because he has got competition for places. I personally think that he should be playing through the middle of the parkway, not sat up front, but an attacking midfielder, probably where Aaron played for us before he got his injury. And I think Alex will thrive there, but it's up to Alex now. It's not down to whether fans boo him or not, or whether fans are with him or not, like myself. But Alex has to believe in himself.
They're all saying that because that would drive the Upper Meccano deal through.
It's not. You mean for
if we get a Bogle, it's a 40 million towards
you say that, but Unai Emery will not sanction that deal. As I said before, Unai Emery trusts Alex implicitly and needs him. He actually needs him. Because I'm not sure Unai's got all of the players, but he's definitely got that player.
Well, I'm going to go off here. As soon as I hear something, I'll be back later on in the day. Hopefully we'll have deals over the line. There's an exciting look to the season now, Kenny.
Well, it is, but remember, we won't know until a ball's kicked. Remember, Newcastle away is a very important game. I think Unai's team selection is going to be something that we're going to have to look into as well. It's highly likely that a lot of the players that played in Baku are going to be playing again. So it's a case of whether we're going to be on at it for the 90 minutes. With Newcastle and a new manager, and they're going to run all day. They're going to, like I said, make themselves difficult to beat, and they're going to try and score from the set piece.
Saying hello to us.
I knew it, Tone. I knew you were watching, mate. I knew you were watching, Tone. You know what I mean? I know
perhaps we'll do a stream sometime during the week and talk about Luiz and what he can bring to Arsenal. Anyway.
I don't think Tone wants to talk about that. He's very upset about the deal. I watched his stream yesterday.
I don't know why he's upset because I think, to be honest with you, they've got a good.
Yeah, but I think what's happened is that again. It's a senior player that's gone. It's been let go.
Could be an agent check situation again, though. An agent check.
Yeah, but Petr Cech was good for Arsenal. He was excellent for us. He was a very good player for us. I think Arsenal fans expected what we got from Munich, but you've got to realise is that he had an excellent.
Says he's on the Gooner talk about it later. Oh my God.
Good stuff, mate. I'll watch that. Hey, can I just say before I go? Just in a minute. I'll be at the cricket today. Watching Middlesex play Surrey
Derby match.
in the Derby in the 2020. So if you want to get hold of me, I'll be putting up some videos on Instagram about football and cricket. So I'll be speaking to you guys later. Okay, Claude, I'm gonna have to go.
All right, mate. Take care. I know you're on holiday. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, just because I'm on holiday doesn't mean I can't keep in touch with you. You know, there's things like this works. You know.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it works both ways. You know what I mean?
Listen, have a nice holiday. Well, you're not going away.
No, I'm just putting my feet up and getting more sleep.
Eh?
I'm not getting me 6 hours, I'm getting me 12 hours sleep. Look after yourself, mate.
Yeah, you're going to be, maybe come down and in a week sometime.
No, I'll be doing that because my wife has got some jobs for me. But I'll be seeing
your wife. You're on holiday.
That's why she wants me to have a longer holiday. So, but you have forgot one thing. Remember, you got your stream now. There's nothing to stop us from doing a little stream before the match.
Right.
Definitely. So we
definitely.
can come in here before the match, do a little stream.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Take care, mate.
See,
cheers.
guys, It's exclusive. We'll be doing a stream in here before the match in this cafe. So don't tune in. We'll be talking about the lineup and our prospects for the Burnley game.
If you ever want breakfast, come to the Arsenal Cafe. Brilliant.
Exactly. Well done. See you later.
You know what? He's always fighting with people, but he still loves us.
He loves you lot a lot. He loves you loads, mate.
Very